How are you both doing?
Hey, doing good.
Yes.
Good to see you. And I got to really enjoy this movie because I think it's very relatable. I think we've either been your character in the scene or your friends in one way, shape, or the other. So tell me a little bit. Have you ever been in a situation like that?
You know, I don't think I've ever gotten myself into that much trouble, but I can definitely relate to being part of a friend group where everyone just rallies around the problem and tries to help put the fire out. But that's exactly what you said was what kind of drew me to the project, which I had first read the script like, gosh, maybe 10 years ago. It was on the blacklist. And you know, movies sometimes just take a while to come together. And I remember liking how relatable it was. And again, whether you're Wesley or people who are not Wesley in the movie, basically everyone else, you can, even for her character, you can understand where her panic comes from and why she feels like she's hanging by a thread. And oh my gosh, if I just fix this one thing, everything will be better. And I think, you know, she learns ultimately a lesson in that.
Right.
But it was fun. I mean, obviously also just to get to dive into a project with Lamorne, who I love more than anything, and have the most fun with when we work together. And also we are genuinely friends. And so it was just the perfect combination of things coming together.
Well, actually, Lamorne, you can even tell seriously by watching the movie that's like you guys weren't acting, you know, at being friends. It was like, hey, real friendship comes through. And here's your guy, you know, starts out, you meet on a date. Things were, you know, a little shaky in the beginning, but all of a sudden you become Johnny on the spot every time she seems to get into trouble.
Yeah. I think that was one of the cool things about the character was that he had this layer to him that we don't really know what it is until he confides in her what's going on with him. The reason why he's there is because he genuinely likes her. And in the beginning, he didn't necessarily want it to end, but it kind of had to based on some internal issues that he was dealing with. Again, which is one of the reasons what drew me to the character. But being Johnny on the spot is not bad all the time because, you know, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but you know.
Oh yeah.
Hey now.
All right.
Hey, you know.
I've been Johnny. Yeah. I didn't go to Mexico to help out a friend, but I did have to go to Canada once. So and I was going to say, I'm definitely going to suggest this to two friends in particular, because these are two people I know who have sent a text that they didn't want to send or an email that they didn't want to send. And immediately the first thing they all say is, how do you get it back? And it's like,
yeah,
it doesn't.
You don't. It's out there forever. So you got to be real careful who you're sending strange to. Okay, we know you're out there doing it. We know your friends, Greg. Tell your friends to chill out with all the strange.
Absolutely, and don't drink and text or email.
Oh no! Yep. Oh no, that's bad. That's a bad. 3 things you don't want to do. You don't want to drink and drive, drink and text, and drink and email. You're right. Absolutely right.
Yeah, for sure, folks. Thank you so much. Like I said, really enjoyed the movie. Great seeing you both, and thank you for your time.
Hey, good to see you. Take it easy.
All right, you too.
Hi. Ooh. Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you both?
I'm good. I have to apologize. Someone is mowing my neighbor's lawn at the highest volume at this exact second. I'm sorry.
And that's only funny. Same thing happened to me the other week when doing one of these. It's like
the second you do anything on a computer right now, someone's out there just banging.
I know. I was afraid that was going to be me today. So.
I was going to say, he needs a best friend intervention, just like you two were in the movie. You know, it was seriously very relatable. I think, you know, men, women, everybody, because we've all been in one of those situations, but you two had to come along and help your friend because she was all set to get into trouble.
Yeah.
And,
yes.
And I was going to say, like Anna, like with you, you know, another one of her good friends, you had things going on at your own home, which you know, wanted to take care of, but you were there to be the buddy.
Yeah, and I think that that's part of being like a really good best friend is when you can put your stuff aside and also call your best friend out. My best friends are the ones that are super honest with me and they don't let me get away with anything and they call me on my stuff. So I think that's what Desperados is about, is having a great group of girlfriends, but that don't like let things slide. You know what I mean? We call her out, and I think that we call each other out, and that's why we're so good at friends.
Right, because I say, Sarah, your character had no problem with doing that same thing.
Well,
Calling her out.
I think a friend of mine once said something. Well, if we can't talk about these things, then we wouldn't. Where's the friendship then? If you can't have the real conversation and say like, you're hurting my feelings, or I'm missing this, or yes, I'll come and go to Mexico with you. Which, by the way, I would not have a problem doing, because Mexico is incredible. But if you can't talk to your friends about, I said something to a friend once. She said, "Oh, come on, you know where that's gonna go," and I was like, yes, I do. Okay, fine. And it was so quick, and it's so great to have those friends.
Right. Oh.
An element of noise is available to me today. I mean, I'm so sorry.
Lively. It's lively up there.
That's okay. At one point, I thought about seriously doing it in the backyard, but there's a kid on the next block playing a tuba. So,
That's incredible.
It's like he's probably never touched a tuba in his life. Right now, he's like wailing on a tuba. Yeah, I'm sure he'll come by my property.
Right.
It's a bit of a waste, but.
God. And then, now have either of you ever been in the situation like you said, as you're being the friends helping somebody out, or the person who needed to be helped out?
Yes.
Oh, man, definitely. I've been both people for sure. And I have like a core group of girlfriends that like have helped me out through a lot of craziness. So yeah, I would rather be the friend helping, but I am really glad that I have friends that help.
Right.
I love being the friend that helps. Like the second someone's like, hey, I'm like, what can I do for you? Like Florence Nightingale, what do you need? You need a cold compress, a drink, a baby. Like, I'll give you my child for a few days, whatever you need, because I feel like I'm usually the one sounding the crazy alarm. I'll be like, hey, can we talk? And my friend's like, yep. I think me who's going through a thing, or sorry about that guy, I feel like the wing nut.
And then if you get to do it on the phone, that's the best time to have that glass of wine.
Yeah.
Always.
The story just sounds so much better.
I seriously, I think, I don't know how people get through life without the glass of wine, whether it's some, like eating chocolate or whatever, but I don't remember my mom drinking as much wine as I do suffering through adulthood, but maybe she hit it, but.
well, this whole situation we're in, it's kind of, what bottle is this for the week?
Exactly. The week, my friend.
Week by day.
Yeah. Right. And there's I've talked to everyone, and there's like, oh my God, it's extenuating circumstances. It's like wartime, we're just, someone's got to get rid of that wine. It's not going to get rid of it.
Did you guys see that like meme that was around that says DUI checkpoint at the corner of hallway and kitchen?
Yes. And I got pulled over.
Yeah. And I got pulled over for speeding.
Your whole like the corner of like your wall in your hallway is crashed out.
Right.
My friend told me, and she said, I woke up on the floor of my living room today. Am I doing this right? I was like, I think you are, madam.
Good. Ladies, this has been a pleasure.
Okay. Thank you for having us.